All right, believe it or not, it is already the season for holiday parties. Can you believe it? And this time of year can really take a toll on your skin. Joining me this morning is Dr. Richard Chaffoux from La Jolla Plastic Surgery and Dermatology. He's helping us get ready from the hips to the lips. So let's start first with the basic. Off the top, very basic level of care to get good results and looking fresh at our holiday parties. We've got to wash our face. Let's talk about some common mistakes when it comes to washing our face, drinking water, and sleeping. I'm assuming none of us drink enough water or sleep
Exactly. No, none of us do. It's amazing. There was an original study that came out that showed if you take your weight in pounds and divide it by half, that's the number of ounces of water you should drink a day. So if you weigh 130 pounds, it's about 65 ounces. So an 8-ounce glass, that's about 8 glasses of water. So I'm sure most of us are not drinking enough water.
8 of those glasses.
8 of those a day is a lot.
Yeah, so we've got to start with that. We've got to drink enough water.
And the other big issue, Erica, that you mentioned is the fact that, we really need to wash our face, but not overwash our face, but wash it carefully. The important thing that I tell patients is that it's very important washing your face before you go to sleep at night, especially for women, because they'll get makeup and other products on the skin, and if you forget to wash those off at night, they'll plug your pores. They may cause problems with outbreaks of acne, and so that's a real way to also get your skin to dry out excessively if you're not getting rid of some of those products before you go to sleep at night.
You got to get the proper amount of sleep.
Yes, and that's the key, and I'm sure almost none of us do that, but most studies have indicated you need at least 8 hours of sleep. And of course, if you're a teenager and younger, probably 10, some studies indicate 11, 12 hours of sleep. So
I like that 12 hours for sure.
I'm for that.
I'm on board with that. Let's talk about some products that we need to keep in mind when it comes to sunscreen, especially in the winter time, protecting our skin.
It's so important, Erica, because we get a lot of sun exposure all the time. So we want to really be careful, always put our sunscreen on in the morning. We want an SPF of 30. The American Academy of Dermatology has told us that. And there are some simple products to look for. So you don't want to overspend for a sunscreen. You want something with what's called titanium dioxide or zinc oxide. They are nanoparticles, tiny, tiny particles. Remember the old sunblocks used to look white in the face? Well, these are the same particles re-engineered. So they go on white, but they're absorbed in the skin and they're colorless.
We also have some hydrating serum.
Yeah.
How often do we need to be
applying
applying
that? You want to at least wear that once or twice a day, maybe in the wintertime. We've closed the doors and windows. The dry air tends to dry us out. Neocutis hydrating solution. There's some really great products out there to moisturize the skin adequately.
Next, the intermediate level of taking care of our skin, we need to think about our lips and wrinkles. What do we need to keep in mind with that?
So the big things to remember are that lines and wrinkles typically are most prominent in the upper part of the face, and those will respond great to some of the paralytic agents that are useful. So one of the newer products is something called Xeomin, and Xeomin is a product that's actually the natural botulinum toxin A. It's great for treating the horizontal lines in the forehead, the verticals or the 11 lines between the eyes, and then the crow's feet around the eyes. And they last about 3 to 4 months. Very effective. Some studies have indicated that if you use those repeatedly, you'll actually weaken those muscles over time. So some of those very, very deeper lines can be reduced. And then there are some products great for fillers for the middle and the lower third of the face. One of the great products is something called Radiesse. It's a FDA-approved product. The nice thing about the Radiesse product is it lasts about 18 to 24 months, so it's a long-term product. It's really great for filling, taking care of a lot of the nasolabial lines, the lip lines, lines around the mouth. And then another product that's great is something called Belotero, which is a new FDA, very, very smooth hyaluronic acid. It's really great to treat the very fine etch lines that we get in the upper lip, the lower lip, and actually even the areas around the eyes where you start getting some indentation in those areas.
Lastly, for the advanced level of work, if you want to get really ready for the holiday party, we have some areas of the body that have had some procedures done. What are they?
So the two areas where lasers have always been big in medicine, they're actually even bigger now. So we're using laser technology essentially to recreate and improve the contour in the neck. So the double chin is something that we can treat directly with a small laser fiber that runs under the skin. And then for areas in the body, problem areas on the trunk or the extremities, we're using smart lipo, which is laser technology, not only to remove the fat with a laser, but also to tighten the underlying skin.
Oh wow, this is somebody that's had
And this was a selfie. She sent me this 3 weeks afterwards. She was a life coach and just delighted. She's probably about less than half of how she's going to look at about 3 months, but it really gives a new definition to the term selfie.
Yeah, it really does. All right, if you want to get more information, there's actually an event tonight that people can attend.
We're excited about an event tonight.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's from 6 to 8. The information is up on your screen. It's next to Scripps Memorial in La Jolla right there. You recommend people RSVP if they're coming out?
Yes, that would be the best way.
Okay,
sure.
great. We've got more information as well on our screen. Just go to fox5sandiego.com, click on that Scene on tab. Raul, you were asking me earlier, what do we mean by from the hips to the lips?
Right. Now
You get it now, right? We showed the hips.
Now I know.
We showed the lips.
Got it all covered.
We got it all.
Good information. Guys, thank you so much. It is all about the kids this holiday.